Hello and welcome back everyone to City Skylines, New Vooperis, draining New Vooperis. We're draining this quite flooded city, and one step at a time we are bringing it back. But oh no, would you look at that, the Ultra Dam is not functioning. That's not good considering it powers the entire city and kind of balances the entire water system. Well, I guess the city will drain faster with it off, but we have no way to get enough power for the city without it, so hopefully it turns on pretty soon. Why did you turn off? You look to be very, very close to being on. Did something happen? Are these pumps working more efficiently? Let's turn off these pumps. This is kind of bad. I'm actually a little bit concerned. When the Ultra Dam starts acting up, there is a reason to be worried. The Ultra Dam has given us lots of issues throughout this series. Oh boy. Anyways, make sure to leave comments below. Please comment because it helps me in the algorithm, and we are fighting to get this series back to the beautiful glory days. Anyways, comment like, what do you think I should name this football-shaped area? And it's not going to be named the football-shaped district, Aaron. It's not happening. What do you think I should work on next? You guys in a poll said the Corgi district should be rescued, but they're still pretty underwater, so I'm gonna have to come up with in the meantime. Ooh, is this? No, that's off. Those are very expensive. Okay, still no power. The dam is... okay, now people are really freaking out. We're losing a lot of money as well, because obviously the power is out, which means nobody's paying taxes anymore, and the businesses have all stopped working. We smoothed it a little bit too much. So let's go ahead and get this, and get the brush size up a bit. Not that high, that is death high. We're just gonna open this back up to where it was. I guess there will be a little bit of a cliff there. We'll see if we can just kind of smooth it. Good enough, I guess. Maybe not. Yeah, that's letting out a lot more water. So that may be a good thing for the sake of the dam running. However, that may be a bad thing for the dam district. Dam district, be careful. There's a slight wave income. Oh yeah, that's a lot more water. Yeah, so we must have really messed up the water source before, and now we're kind of paying the price for it. How are we going to deal with this temporary wave? I guess we gotta kind of just let it be. Sorry, dam district. I don't really know what I can do about this. You're gonna just kinda have to deal with very, very slight that's not very slight, is it? That's a lot of water. I can't believe we did that much by just moving this mountain a tiny bit. Although moving a mountain is a pretty extreme thing to do, I guess. Yeah, I can see why that would change things. You know, normally people don't move mountains. It's just not a very human-capable thing, usually. Okay, come on. Come on, don't do any major damage. Here comes the wave. Yeah, even the piers got lower. Here's the wave! Ah, my tourists! Oh, my entire dam district. Okay. Just for safety's sake, we're gonna remove this. Because who needs a bunker when you can have flood prevention services and co. That's what we're naming them now. Flood prevention services and co. Move the school as well. We don't want them to be inside of the flood prevention services. Okay, and the power lines being in the water is completely fine and healthy. I don't see any issue. Okay, flood trucks. Now. Oh, jeez, that's a lot of damage. Ah, we're gonna need a lot of flux tape for that one. Population's taking quite the hit. Oh, I hate it when that happens. I've had to deal with this damn situation before. Oh, at least the flood trucks actually did clean that up really quickly. The loss of life was relatively slight compared to previous issues. Okay, the funds are going up again. The funds are going up. Are they having a good season now? No, about the same. Guess that's just the rest of the city. I mean, the population is increasing. looking at the city statistics, we can see that after the major drop, we had a secondary drop, which was pretty painful, but now we are on track to start regrowing, and we're actually having similar growth to when we did during the actual, like, normal series. We haven't had any of the massive spikes, though. Like, we had an extreme spike, almost to 400,000 right before the disaster hit. And the first disaster, the first flooding wave was pretty bad. And then we started to repair and put walls in, but after the water went over the walls, we weren't able to protect much of the city, and we lost most of it. I'm curious. The funny thing is the taxation isn't as dramatically lower. Like, okay, the treasury at one point we had like 8 million in the bank, and then after the disaster we just spent all of it on repairing. There we go. It's just a nice little area. We'll see if we can pack anything into it. So what we will do is we will plan accordingly so that nothing smacks into high-rises. We will zone this over here as kind of normal residential. This is really loud, isn't it? That's gonna be an issue. Noise. Like, how loud? Oh, over here is actually quite quiet. I don't know how. That's really odd. This area is actually kind of perfect. Huh. Neat. Did not expect that. Okay, so if we put that, and then we put some high density here, I feel like that's enough clearance. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe we should just do this a low density area, just in general. We'll just do small buildings. We'll just do small buildings. When have small buildings ever hurt anyone? Other than people that have had, like, a small building collapse on them. It's just a good use of space, you know? People want to move into this area, they can. And they get a really, really convenient little jump here. To go onto the highway. And we can have a very convenient way here to get into this area. It's not perfect per se, and I'm seeing that people are just going to use it as a way to cut into that roundabout, but we'll see if people actually move into it. Just a thought. I'm trying to think of ways to, like, pack things together where people are. In City Skylines, it's really quite hard to determine, to tell people to move into specific places. The game is not good at listening. And I think one of the issues is that it's trying to rebuild houses, like, in flooded areas, which is giving it a very tough time. Oh, wait! Whoa! Now that's unexpected. This area has just, like, built up a lot. What do you look at that? Maybe the schools helped. The Garland district now has over 1,000 residents. And I mean, the buildings aren't full, and they're not everywhere, but it's progress, at the very least. Are these ones the same? These ones are actually still going to work pretty well. Okay, so, Ore Hills. Ore Hills is back. How are we gonna get people to Ore Hills? Wow, these flood trucks are really aggressively taking it on. I think we can get a connection onto the mountain district, honestly. Though it's flooding. We actually do have some industry being built here, it's just not connected to anything, which causes real issues. How are we going to pull this off? The issue is, as these areas get uncovered in water, there's still the Cloverleaf district as well. How do we get people over to these areas? Because they're rebuilding. They are actually rebuilding. There's just no connections. Oh my god. The difference in water level is stunning. I'm honestly just kind of shocked. So many parts of the map are getting uncovered at this point, and we're just not ready for it. We're not ready. Briarwood Square is almost completely uncovered. So, here's the plan. We need to figure out how to get more people coming in, of course, and how to get this demand up. It seems to be increasing, and things do seem to be speeding up, but we really want to put a catalyst in place to ensure that it just keeps accelerating. Because the faster we can get that accelerating, the more we can get new buildings and new sections off the ground, and the more money we can invest into doing that. Concord is going to be here soon. It's actually really close, and that was one of the major residential parts of the city. So Concord should help us get that population back up. For now, it looks like the Garland District, now almost 2,000. Wow! That is impressive. The Garland District is going very quickly. Let's check this district out. I'm really curious what it's at. Primrose Hills. We'll see what you guys think. Actually, it's ahead of the Garland District. But things are really taking off. Very impressive. We've actually got a few wood companies that are plopping back up. As the residential comes in, it's only natural that the industry would come in following them. Oh, that's a nice one. 25 households as well. Quite a few people. Okay, I'm optimistic. I am cautiously optimistic, but I am optimistic. This really does look like it's going to come back. First episodes were a little bit shaky, especially on the population side of things. But we can definitely see that things like even the Dam District just took damage, and it's right back. Right back. The Mountain District has a healthy amount of people in it still. Oh my god! The connection from Franklin Square to Chestnut Square is actually not underwater anymore. There's a ton of people moving in over here. Wow, 1,400! This is huge. This area is actually, like, bigger than the other ones. We should probably get this, like, drained. This area may just be the next huge station of growth. There is a lot of potential here. Of course, we are fighting, like, an entire ocean. But we have this very convenient river here, and if we just pull the water through that, I don't see any reason why we couldn't make a big difference. Here we go. Come on. Bring it on. We will suck all the water out. Ooh, that's putting up a big fight. This is initially was designed for a spillway in case this area got overfilled. But it now works as a great place to pull the water into. That's actually doing a lot. Look at the speed at which the water is being pulled over there now. It's going to take a little bit of pressure off of this area. And we will give these guys their very own flood station. Flood truck division. Whatever you want to call it, we're going to give them one. You know why we're going to give them one? Because I think these guys are actually going to be one of the most important sections in bringing back our city. These guys just have so much zoned space, and they really are just kind of on the other end of the world. And that may seem like a bad thing, but it's actually great. Spreading out our people gives us a much higher chance of survival if anything were to happen. Not saying that something bad's gonna happen. I think we basically went through the worst thing that could possibly happen. So I think we've got that covered. But now we're putting up a different fight. Now it's the fight of survival. The fight of rebuilding. Not just the fight of, oh no, we're flooding. Here comes the flood trucks. Damn, I am actually really impressed that Chestnut Square is recovering like this. Look at that, this entire lake over here is being drained. Oh no! Oh, the flood truck died. So many brave men and women risking their lives. Risking their lives for us. Let's go ahead and get some fire coverage down because I see some burned down buildings, which is no good. And let's give them exactly what they're gonna want to be able to get people to move in. Let's put some schools in the area. Let's put some high schools in the area. Is it risky? Yeah. They may get flooded and destroyed, but you know, we've got to put hope into the hearts of the people. If the people have hope, then we're gonna have success. And I believe in our volunteers and our flood truck crews. I think they're gonna be able to keep the situation under control. Very nice. Except I just died. Sad. Oh, come on, you can get rid of the flooding. Man, everyone is moving back in over here. I'm actually impressed. I thought they would choose closer to the airport, and there isn't even any mass transit to get over here yet. We've got to rebuild that. We've got to rebuild all that. Are they just going through, like, the Cliffside District to get over here? Honestly, I have no clue, but it's impressive. It's definitely impressive. What we should do is create an on and off that go onto this avenue and then onto this highway. Oh my god, why did you choose to do that? Why did you, like, reverse the front and back? Jeez. Okay. Gonna make some slight changes there. This will allow people to get over easily from the mountain district and from the other districts as well. Just gives another convenient way to get across the city. There we go. And they're using it. Yeah, if we're gonna have people, like, coming out of death and rejoining the city, might as well give them an easy way to get supplies. Wow, I am very proud of the city. It is doing a great, great job. Considering everything it's been through. Good job, Chestnut Square. Good job, Franklin Square. You guys are honestly the, like, rock stars. This is fantastic. This is some real natural regrowth here. Well, guys, that's gonna be it for today. We're almost at 40,000 population now, which is about 1/10 of our peak. But we've got our finances in check. We're starting to bring back a lot of interest in the city, and that's only going to lead to good things. Like, the population now is snowballing. As more and more people move in and more people have children, we're going to see that this population just steadily increases and starts speeding up. But for now, thank you all for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments which district you lived in, what happened, and where you are now. I mean, there's quite a few options, so let me know your story in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Hail Vooperia.